Welcome to the world of unimaginable wealth and unstoppable power. Today, we're diving deep into the life of the richest Indian man on the planet. A man who lives in a $1 billion skyscraper, commands industries worth hundreds of billions, and has changed the way over 1 billion people live, talk, shop, and connect. This is not just a story about money, this is a story of legacy, disruption, and empire. Get ready to discover the untold truth behind Mukesh Ambani, his rise, his influence, and the luxury-filled life that will leave you absolutely speechless. If you think you've seen it all, think again. Because what you're about to witness is India's ultimate power play. Let's begin. Mumbai. A city of dreams, chaos, color, and unimaginable wealth. Among the glass towers piercing the skyline, there is one that stands above all. A house taller than most skyscrapers, guarded by a private army, and glowing like a modern palace at night. This is Antilia, and it's not just a residence. It's a symbol. A symbol of one man's rise from ambition to absolute power. That man is Mukesh Ambani. But this isn't just a story about billions. This is a story about empire. About legacy. About what it takes to become not just the richest man in India, but one of the most powerful humans on earth. From oil to telecom, from retail to digital, Mukesh Ambani has transformed his father's vision into a force that touches the lives of over 1 billion Indians. But how did it all begin? What made this man different? And what kind of life does someone live when their wealth can buy almost anything on the planet? To understand the billionaire, we have to go back to the beginning. It started not in India, but in Yemen. In the dusty city of Aden, where Dhirubhai Ambani, Mukesh's father, worked at a Shell petrol pump. With little money, but overflowing with hustle, Dhirubhai dreamed bigger than most. He returned to India in the late 1950s and started a small textile trading company. That company was called Reliance. While others dreamed of jobs, Dhirubhai dreamed of industries. His philosophy was simple: think big, execute fast, reinvent always. Mukesh, born in 1957, grew up in this whirlwind of ambition. But unlike many billionaire heirs, his life didn't begin in golden cribs or elite schools abroad. In fact, the Ambani family lived in a modest 2-bedroom apartment in Mumbai. No private jets. No chauffeurs. Just a dream and a mission. As a young man, Mukesh was quiet, observant, and intensely curious. He studied chemical engineering at the Institute of Chemical Technology in Mumbai. But it was in the 1980s that his true journey began. Mukesh was pursuing an MBA at Stanford when his father called him back to India. Reliance was expanding into petrochemicals, and Dhirubhai wanted his son by his side. Mukesh dropped Stanford and returned. That single decision would change Indian business forever. He began managing the construction of the Patalganga petrochemical plant, Reliance's largest project at the time. Not just overseeing from an office, but being on site, learning, solving, leading. This wasn't just about building factories. It was about building vision. By the 1990s, Reliance wasn't just a textile company anymore. It was a corporate juggernaut, entering refining, telecom, and retail. But the real game changer came in 2002. When Dhirubhai Ambani passed away without leaving a will. What followed was one of the most high-stakes family business dramas India had ever seen. Mukesh and his younger brother, Anil, had a power struggle that divided not just assets, but the entire Ambani empire. After years of tension, their mother, Kokalaban, brokered a truce. The empire was split. Mukesh got oil, gas, and refining. Anil took telecom, power, and financial services. For a while, it seemed like both brothers would thrive. But while Anil's empire slowly crumbled under debt and bad decisions, Mukesh doubled down on infrastructure, innovation, and control. Then came 2016. Jio. When Mukesh launched Reliance Jio, a 4G network with free voice calls and data plans so cheap they disrupted the entire market, India's digital landscape changed overnight. Competitors collapsed. Data usage exploded. Millions of Indians who had never used the internet were suddenly watching YouTube, streaming Netflix, and sending WhatsApp messages, all thanks to Jio. It wasn't just a telecom play. It was a digital revolution. And Mukesh was the architect. Today, Reliance Jio is one of the largest mobile networks on the planet. But Mukesh didn't stop there. He turned Reliance into a tech and retail superpower, partnering with giants like Facebook, Google, and Amazon. Imagine a company that owns the oil you use, the network your phone runs on, the groceries you buy, and the movies you watch. That's Reliance. And Mukesh Ambani is its king. As of today, Mukesh Ambani's net worth fluctuates between $90 to $120 billion, depending on markets. But his wealth isn't just numbers on a screen. It's physical. It's towering. It's called Antilia. A 27-story, 400,000 square foot private residence built in the heart of Mumbai, worth over $1 billion. With 3 helipads, a ballroom, a private theater, an ice room that literally produces snow, 9 high-speed elevators, and a 168-car garage. It has a staff of 600 people, just to maintain it. And yet, for all its extravagance, insiders say Mukesh lives a fairly disciplined life. No alcohol. Vegetarian meals. Strict routines. But make no mistake, he knows how to enjoy the privileges that come with his status. Private jets fitted like luxury hotels. Yachts sailing the Mediterranean. Secret meetings with world leaders. Deals that shift markets in minutes. Yet Mukesh Ambani rarely shows off. He prefers quiet control over loud display. But his family? That's another story. His daughter Isha, and sons Akash and Anand, are already becoming power players in their own right. Isha played a key role in shaping Jio's digital strategy. Akash is now chairman of Jio Infocom. Anand is being groomed to lead the new energy segment. And the weddings? Oh, the weddings. When Isha Ambani got married in 2018, it was called the wedding of the century. Beyoncé performed. Hillary Clinton and Ariana Huffington attended. The Ambanis reportedly spent over $100 million. It wasn't just a wedding, it was a statement. That India had arrived. That the Ambanis had arrived. That Mukesh Ambani was not just a businessman, but royalty. Today, Reliance Industries Limited is involved in everything from oil and gas to telecom, retail, fashion, and clean energy. With market capitalizations reaching $250 billion, it's India's most valuable company. But for Mukesh, the next chapter is green. He has committed over $80 billion to clean energy. Gigafactories, hydrogen fuels, and solar tech are the new frontiers. He's already building Dhirubhai Green Energy Giga Complex in Jamnagar, which will be among the largest integrated renewable energy manufacturing facilities in the world. This isn't just business, it's legacy. The same way Dhirubhai once reshaped India's economy with polyester, Mukesh now wants to reshape it with power, green power. But despite his enormous wealth, Mukesh Ambani remains a somewhat elusive figure. Rarely giving interviews. Rarely speaking publicly. He moves through private tunnels under Mumbai. Travels in Z+ category security convoys. Attends private meetings with heads of state and CEOs. In many ways, he is India's most powerful man. His decisions impact millions. His innovations change industries. His presence commands attention. And yet, he remains somewhat hidden. Maybe because real power doesn't need to shout. It just moves. Silently. Effortlessly. Globally. From Silicon Valley to New Delhi, from Riyadh to London, when Mukesh Ambani speaks, people listen. And as Reliance continues its march across industries, one question remains. Is Mukesh Ambani just a businessman? Or is he the architect of a new Indian empire? From a small apartment in Mumbai to becoming the richest Indian in history, Mukesh Ambani's journey is more than just a success story. It's a blueprint for generational power. But this story is far from over. With billions pouring into green energy, digital ecosystems, and futuristic cities, Ambani isn't just preparing for the future, he's building it. So, what do you think? Is Mukesh Ambani just a billionaire, or something much bigger? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into India's most powerful tycoon, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories of wealth, ambition, and power from around the world. This is just the beginning. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.